What's up, y'all? We're here to sit here and talk about why you should move your money off the exchange or out your bank. So let's get started with it. The reason why you should move your cryptocurrency out off the exchange, I'm sorry. The reason why you should move your cryptocurrency off the exchange, the same why you want to sit here and take your money out the bank. If it There's a famous phrase in the cryptocurrency community: not your keys, not your crypto. More or less, if your money is not in your possession, it's not yours. Same with the bank. You got your money at the bank, right? Your money's at the bank. It's not in your possession. Y'all even know if y'all was to sit here and go try to withdraw 10, 20, 30,000, they're going to give you a hard time. With the cryptocurrency, you can move it willingly, however much you want. But let's get back to the main point. The reason why you want to take your money off the exchange or out the bank is because it's not in your possession. When I sit here and say that is, let's use the bank for an example first. You have your money at the bank. When your money's in the bank, just know it's not in your pocket. If it's not in your pocket, or it's not under your pillow, it's not under your mattress, it's not buried in the ground, it's not in your possession. And let's just sit here and say if the bank was to sit here and had some technical difficulties, or knock on wood, like your bank was to sit here and go bankrupt, guess what's going to happen to your money? It's either going to be held for a certain period of time until they figure out the problem, so therefore you're not going to be able to withdraw it or go to the bank. Or number two, you lost all your money if they were to go bankrupt. You might be fine. You might have the FDIC, you might be insured. You might, but that's not a guarantee you will sit here and get all your money back. But to bring it back to the main point is, you want it in your custody. You want it to be in your hands. You don't want it in somebody else's hands. And it's the same with the cryptocurrency. You want to take it off the exchange and put it into a cold storage wallet. There's multiple wallets you can put it in. You got some that's hot, you got some that's cold. I don't deal with the hot wallets because there's some vulnerabilities to that. I deal with the cold storage wallet because there's more security to that. But that's a topic for another day. You could sit here and Google what's the difference between a hot wallet and a cold wallet. You can sit there and figure that out on your own. It's easy to Google. But at the end of the day, you want to take your money off the exchange or your cryptocurrency off the exchange and have it in your custody. So there's a bunch of wallets, cold storage wallets that you can sit here and use. And when I say cold storage or wallets, and when I'm talking about cryptocurrency, we're talking about digital wallets. So, because cryptocurrency is digital. So you want to sit here and move your money off the exchange. Some of them Some of the cold storage wallets that I sit here and use, for one, I use Tangent just because it's easy to sit here and set up. It takes less than 5 minutes to set up. EMP proof, waterproof, it's even bulletproof. You can sit here and it's I already said EMP, I believe, but you got the EAL6 security. It also has they got audited by Podolsky and Resecure. They're also partnered up with Samsung. They're partnered up with XRP Labs. They're partnered up with Stellar. They're partnered up with New Balance. They got the Bitcoin Network partnership. There's a whole lot of reasons I could sit here and name, and that's only because I'm partnered with them. You can also get 10% off too. I can get you 10% off with using the promo code JohnX. But another cold storage wallet that I use Ledger. That was my first one that I bought. Ledger, my coins are still good. I bought the Ledger Nano S Plus. I don't like the Bluetooth version of it, but you know, Ledger Nano S Plus, you hook that up to your computer. The Tangent, you just hook up to your phone. But the Ledger, you hook it up to your computer, get your 24, yeah, I believe it's 24, yeah, 24 word C phrase. I haven't used Ledger in a while, but my coins are still good on there though. Back to the Tangent. The Tangent wallet, you had the choice into setting up a seed phrase. So, you can write down the multiple words. That's more or less your keys. So if you was to lose it, you could sit here and access it on, you could just buy a brand new one and just punch in the keys, the 12 to 24 words. But the thing with the Tangent is you had the option in choosing. You had the option. Keep that in mind. You had the option in choosing the key phrases, or you could sit here and create a passcode. And the thing with the Tangent is you could buy the 2-card pack or you could buy the 3-card pack. So let's just sit here and say if you want to just go with the passcode. And just to keep it simple, you could sit here and create a passcode, letters, digits, use numbers, however short, however long that they give you. And that's all you're going to sit here and need to sit here and access all 3 cards. Only thing is, if let's just sit here and say you was to lose 2 cards and you was using the passcode, which is just a password. Only downfall is you got 1 card left. So then you will have, the smart thing that you will want to sit here and do is just buy another Tangent card pack and move your assets off there. If you wasn't to sit there and use the seed phrase. But another example is you could lose all 3 cards. Let's just sit here and say you started your Tangent wallet off as using the seed phrase. You lose all 3 cards, and you could sit here and buy another card pack, and you could sit here and you could recover your wallet because you had the seed phrases. But if you're using the passcode, you need a passcode. You need 1 card to access. So, like I said, you only got 2 chances to lose. Like I said, you got the 3-card pack. You only got 2 chances to lose your cards. And then, if you lose 2 cards, my advice to you is, okay, now let's sit here and buy another pack before I lose the 3rd card. Because once you lose the 3rd card, you lose all your crypto. So that's why some people like the seed phrases. Because even though it's 12 to 24 words you got to keep up with, that might be a lot to somebody. Some people, they might just like remembering the passcode. So that's the thing with the Tangent. And then, like I said, the Ledger, you got to hook it up to a computer. So you got to have a computer that's up to date. And you just hook it up to the computer, download the Ledger program, and they give you your seed phrases, your 24-word seed phrases. You want to write them down, keep them in a safe place, and you just use I'll go more into detail in another video, but you just write down your 24-word seed phrases and keep them in a safe place, wherever. Just make sure that you don't lose them 24-word seed phrases, or else your money is lost forever. Because when you do the cryptocurrency, you become your own bank. You manage your own money. You decide when you want to send money, however much that you want, whenever you want. Unlike the bank, like I said, you can't go to the bank nowadays and say, hey, I want to pull out 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. They're going to give you a hard time. That's why crypto is so beautiful. You can move as much money as you want. But let's move on to the third cold storage wallet that I got. I have Decent. You can buy the little the little thumb one, thumbprint one, or you can use the card, depending on what cryptocurrencies you hold. They also come with, I believe, the 12-word phrases, the seed phrases. So that's also a good one. Ain't nothing happened to my cryptocurrencies there. And yeah, that you just want to. The next big step, if you bought cryptocurrencies on the exchange, is to take them off the exchange. So you can have them in your personal custody, just like how you want your money out the bank. You want it in your pocket, under your pillow, under your mattress, bury it, put it in the safe. Who knows what you want to see or where you want to put your money? At least you know if something was to go down with the bank, you have your money. And that's all I got to sit there and say. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Okay, let's go.